Hello everyone, welcome to a new YouTube video. I am Dani B, a 30-year-old woman living abroad, and today we're going to talk about vision boards. I have to be honest, I didn't believe in vision boards before, but I gave it a try 1 year ago in my women's community. By the way, I am referring to my women's community, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, check my previous video because I talk everything that you need to know to understand it. So yeah, we had a vision board activity last December and we had a blast. I wasn't a big fan of vision boards because I just thought that people would idealize their lives. Hey, this looks aesthetic, but then like in the board. But honestly, I achieved like 80% of what I put in my vision board last year. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to talk about how I did it and how can you do it as well. It's gonna be like a quick guide on how to do vision boards effectively. So you are not, just making up things, but you actually put goals that you can achieve in the next year. So if you're ready to put your 2026 goals, let's get started. So what's a vision board? I asked the AI and it says a vision board is a collage of images, words, and symbols representing your goals, dreams, and aspirations, serving as a motivational tool to help you focus, visualize, and manifest your desired future by keeping your intentions visible. So while I was doing my research, I just realized that this vision board activity, the one that is trendy on social media and that has been trending for, I would say, like the last 3 years, it is related to a lot of psychological things. One of the psychological things related to vision boards is something called the reticular activating system. Basically, it is like a network of neurons in the brain that they are in charge of filtering some information. So vision boards serve as a tool to help us program this reticular activating system to notice the opportunities that the world can offer to us and then align those with the goals. To put it in simpler words, if you see the vision board, you are basically training your brain to notice more opportunities and things surrounding yourself related to that goal. Let's say that you are thinking about buying a specific car and then you start noticing more cars of that brand or that specific car that you want. Or maybe you want to study biology and then you start meeting more people that are biologists or are studying biology as well. Or yeah, your brain is just filtering that information because you have it in your mind because you are seeing it frequently. That's what makes vision boards so powerful. I prepare 4 categories: well-being, relationships, personal, and wealth. Those 4 categories cover pretty much everything that we desire. And I also prepare some questions for each category to help you understand what to put on each category and make the whole vision board with more intention. So if you're talking about the well-being category, it would be things related to what changes would you like to do in the next year. For example, in my case, I would like to do more exercise because in my vision board of 2025, I put that I would go back to dancing. I mean, I dance a little bit, but not enough to, actually go back dancing. And now I think I just want to be healthier in general. So that's gonna be another goal for me in 2026. Regarding the words of affirmation, I also like to be surrounded by specific phrases or things that motivate me to do my stuff. Another question to ask in this well-being section would be how can I take better care of my mental health and my well-being? And in my case, it is included doing more exercise, but also including more peaceful practices. For example, yoga or meditation, journaling, things that makes my brain stay calm. So that's some of the things that I would love to add to that section of my vision board this year. You can also think what areas of your life need an improvement. For example, this year I decided to eat more vegetables. So for the next year, it's also gonna be that one, about being more conscious about how much protein I'm eating. So maybe that's something that you would like to change, and this section is perfect for that. Let's move to the relationships one. It's not just about partners. In this section, you can talk about the relationship with your friends, the relationship with your parents, the relationship with your neighbors. Be creative. Think consciously, what type of relationships do you want in your life? For example, I like healthy relationships. I don't like to be surrounded by people that are problematic, or maybe people that makes me feel sad in every single interaction. So in my case, those are the type of connections that I will be looking for in 2026. Also, you can think about the goals that you have with this relationship. Maybe there's something that you really like to do with your friends, but you haven't done it recently. In maybe 2025, you were so focused on yourself, and that's okay. But maybe in 2026, you want to be more open to meet your friends. That would be another type of goal to put in the section of relationships. When talking about the personal part, think about everything related to your lifestyle, to your hobbies, something that you would like to learn in 2026. That would be something awesome to put in that section. Or maybe you want to make some changes in your lifestyle. If there's a project, the things that brings you joy, the things that bring you fulfillment, all those stuff. And finally, the wealth category. It's everything related to your career, job opportunities. Think about your next steps in your career. What are your top 3 goals for 2026 in your job? Or maybe if you want to change job, what are those things that you would like to chase? If you want to keep growing professionally, what are those things that you have to do to get a promotion? And also, if you would like to think about financial stability, how that financial stability looks in your life. You mean like having more money to spend every month? Or maybe you are thinking about being more financially secure. All of them are related to wealth, but not in the same way. So you have to be clear in which one are you looking for. So that was basically the categories that I included in my vision board, and I think it worked. I'm going to show you quickly here. No judgment. I actually don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Let me check. Okay. In my well-being section, I included my veggies and also the ice cream because I love ice cream. So I had to find like a balance to stay in shape. I also put the back to dancing thingy that I did in the first half of the year, but not in the second one, but I mean still count. I included the Atomic Habit picture because I wanted to read more. I used to read a lot and suddenly I quit, and now I'm back to reading, so I'm glad. So I accomplished this one. Also, I wanted to do more exercise. I mean, I kind of did a lot of exercise during the summer. I'm very active, but no, I didn't do it in the way I wish. Let's go to the personal side. Yeah, I put this one with a gown because I was expecting to graduate from my college, and I did it. And also here are some visa application processes and immigration stuff. It was a complicated year for us regarding immigration, but we did it. Like at the end of the day, we achieved what we wanted in this year. So this one, here are some words of affirmation that I really like. The first one is, the more love I give, the more I receive. I am a very big fan of giving. That's why with my women's community, I'm giving my time, my most precious resource, and I'm okay with it. I'm really happy. And all the things that I've got through my community, let's talk about happiness, support, fulfillment, and I truly believe that it's because the more you give, the more you receive. Also, I was working in my confidence and the imposter syndrome. I put this one, I am worthy of the compliments I receive, because I am used to underestimate myself. The next one was my work tool, like MacBook Air, iPad, iPhone, etc., related to the tools that I need to do my job, also as a content creator. If you have watched my other videos, you will realize that I just recently changed my desk. So that's something related to that. That's my work too. Yeah, so another one that was achieved. Then with relationships, I have so many things here. These are friend gathering, 100% achieved. This year was very active socially speaking. Here, there's something that is pending. I put gym pro with my amor, with my husband. We didn't have too much time to work out together. Then I have here movies. Yeah, I love Harry Potter. But this one was more about, having that time to pamper myself with the things that I love. The next one, a women's gathering, definitely. 12 out of 12 activities this year with my women's community. And there are some stuff here like passport, but we didn't have the chance to travel to Colombia. And also the card. This is a more private story, so I will skip that. Here I was putting some stuff related to my PGWP, work permit, visa applications, because all of those are related to my wealth in this country, of course, because if I got my PGWP, I will be able to work and get money. I want you to pay attention to this picture specifically because I was thinking about getting a social media marketing job in which I can do, like shoots or being involved more in the process of creating videos and creating campaigns. And at the end of the day, I just realized that I did it by myself. I didn't have to find a job to do it because now I have that set up at home to do these YouTube videos. Like 1 month ago, I was looking at my vision board and I saw that picture and I was like, oh, I did it. And it's so amazing. So now that you know how to do a vision board, you have to decide if you want to do it digitally or in an actual board. The thing with having like an actual board like this one, if you don't have where to hang it, you won't see it. But then if you have it digitally, like if you want to create it on Canva or something like that, it is easier because you can do it vertically and put it as your lock screen in your phone, or maybe you can have it landscape as the wallpaper of your computer. So yeah, the idea is that you can see it like frequently, so you get a reminder of the things that you have to do to achieve those goals. Also, if you do it digitally, you don't have to think about printing the images. I think that makes it a little bit time consuming. If you do it in your computer, you just have to download them and then upload it in the file, and that's fine. But I mean, if you prefer to do it, it's an incredible activity to do with your friends. Well, so let me show you how I actually built my vision board. So this is Pinterest and this is where I will be looking for the pictures. And I have a list here with each category and some bullet points. So for example, for the well-being category, I have get restful sleep as one of my goals and also stay active and losing weight. So for the restful sleep, I'm going to type in Pinterest restful sleep, and I will try to find a picture that actually represents that for me. So I think this one looks very restful. So I will save this picture, restful sleep. And then I will continue with another one, which is staying active. And this is what I will be doing for each one. I have all my images. I will go to Canva. So in Canva, you can find a lot of templates. They are very good. It doesn't have to be the paid version. For example, this one, I got this one from the free version and it's really cool. So if you just type vision board, you will find some templates here. So just make sure that if you don't have the paid version, you are actually using a free one. So I really like this one. It doesn't matter if the colors are green or whatever, because you can always change them. So it is more about how do you want it to look like, and also you can change the fonts. This is pretty cool, and I will try to show you my result. Well, and that was everything for today. Let me know in the comments if you have done vision boards before and what are your thoughts about it. I really like them. It is very relaxing. I also think it is pretty good if you want to keep your goals in your mind. So it was nice talking to you today, and see you in the next one.